Hello everyone and welcome to today's primary session. If you haven't been before, my name is Martha. Thank you for joining me today. We are going to do a warm-up as usual and then we are going to learn a quick dance and use a prop. So a bit later I will ask you to go and find something that you're allowed to use and it's not too heavy, and we're going to make up a dance together. But first we need to do our warm-up. Quick disclaimer as always, get the boring bit out the way just to say that Exim do not own any of the music that I'm using today, so no copyright intended. And do make sure that your space, you may notice that my space is different today, that your space is cleared so that you don't trip over anything, and you have your hair tied up off of your face if you have long hair. And also just to think about having a drink by the side so that we don't get dehydrated, so we keep drinking throughout the session. Won't be too long, we're just going to get moving and get dancing. Let's go. Okay, we're going to get started with some big rainbows and we're going to be stepping side to side. Are you ready? Ready, and here we go. Really reaching to the side. Nice big steps, as far over as you can. Twisting the side of the body. Last two. Good. Feet together, we're going to do a big circle with our arms. And back down. And again. Keep going, reaching out to the sides. One more. Good. Rolling back the shoulders, up to the ears, down the back. And we're going to come forward, changing the direction. Good, and we're going to reach up, holding our hands together and bending over to one side. Nice big stretch. And the other side. One more on each side. Good. We're going to do some kicks. So stepping side to side, you can kick to the side, to the front, making sure that there's no one around you that you might hurt, or nothing that you can accidentally kick and hurt yourself. See how high you can go? See if you can go low. See if you can go behind you. Being really careful. Two more. Good. Okay, next up is twist jumps. So twisting side to side, jumping or just swiveling on the feet. Keep it going. Good. Next, we are doing a roll down. So we're going to reach up, folding down all the way, leading with the head, as far as you can go. Bend and roll back up. And again. Rolling down. And again. Keep following if you can. Rolling down. One more time. Good. Nice. A little bit of a shake. Shake everything out. Pop the next song on. Okay, we're just going to stretch out our neck a little bit, get it a bit warmed up. So we're just going to start by looking over to one side and the other. Seeing what you can see all the way around as you look. Keeping your eyes nice and wide open. And coming back to face forwards, we're going to tip over to one shoulder, so your ear is going as close to your shoulder as you can. Not too fast. And one more on each side. Good. We're going to very gently roll in a circle. When we come to the back, not dropping our head too far back, just looking up towards the ceiling and back round. And we can use our shoulders up back as well. And coming back up, we're going to go the other way. Nice and gooey, moving around and coming back up. Good, lovely. Just going to warm up our ankles and our wrists. So seeing if you can balance on one foot. If you need to hold on to something, that's okay. And we're just going to circle our toes. So we're drawing a circle in front of us. Imagine you've got some paint on your toes. And drawing that circle, you can go the other way. And swapping feet, other one, balancing. Other way, so turning back the circle in the other direction. And both feet on the floor. We're going to do the same for our wrists. So imagine you're holding a big paintbrush and you're drawing a circle. Yeah? Imagine you're drawing it onto the wall. And the other way. Good, and then we're going to put our hands together, clasping together, and just wiggling them around in any way you want to. Make sure they're nice and loose. Get the hips involved, shake that bottom. Lovely. If you need one now, let's have a quick drink break. So grab a drink of water or juice and then we'll be right back. So hopefully now your body is feeling a little bit warmer and ready to dance. So as I mentioned, we are going to learn a new dance using a prop. So a prop is just an object, something that you can find in your house today. And we're going to dance with that thing. So I've just got a few suggestions in case you're not sure what to use. Have a look around you, see what you might be able to use. I thought maybe a book, nice and simple, a hairbrush, or I'm sat on it, just a cushion or a pillow. Today I'm going to use a tissue box, which I'm sure most of you will have in your house somewhere. I might just tuck that tissue in so it's a little bit easier. But I want you to choose anything that cannot break, so don't find something made of glass or something like that. Find something that if you did accidentally drop it, it wouldn't hurt you or the thing. So if you're not sure, make sure you ask a parent or guardian if you're allowed to use it. And go now and find your object. So I'm going to give you a few seconds, have a look around you. It might be in your room, it might be in a different room of the house. So going and finding something that you can dance with. Okay, so it doesn't have to be really, you wouldn't think that you could dance with a hairbrush, but I'm going to do it together. So I'll just give you another few seconds and then we'll come back and make our dance. Okay, so hopefully you have a prop, something that you can use, and we're coming back into our space, making sure again there's nothing on the floor that we can trip over. So we're going to start off the dance by just standing facing the front or sitting facing the front, and we're going to, as if we are showing our audience what our prop is, we're going to lean and reach out in front of us, okay? So you can have your knees bent, you can be sat down, and we're going to lean out and bring it back in to say, nope, it's mine. Okay, from here, we are going to let it go into one hand, so taking the other hand away, and we're going to swing it up and away, and we're going to make a lovely balance, okay, reaching the object, the prop, away. And then we're going to do the same on the other arm, reaching away. Okay, let's go from the beginning. So we reach, and we drop into one hand, reach away, and the other hand. Lovely, okay. From this point, we're going to pass the object behind us. So this is why you want it to be not too big and quite light, so that we can pass it behind our backs and back in front. So you're changing into passing it into the other hand and back in front. Okay, you can go either way, it doesn't matter. Okay, after that bit, we are going to balance our object. So this is why it needs to be something that can't break. Okay, so we are going to balance it somewhere on your body. So it might be on your arm, it might be on your leg, it might be on your back. Okay, and you have to be in a balance as well. Right, so a balance could be a one-legged position. This is still a balance, you're balancing on two legs. You might even want to take it onto the floor. Okay, so have a little explore, where do you want to balance your prop? Maybe even on your head, just about. So find somewhere to balance your prop. I think I'm going to do up here. Shall we go back to the beginning? Let's go back to the start and do it all together. So can you remember the first move? We are going to show the audience our object, and then we're going to stretch away into one hand and the other. From here, we pass it behind our body and bring it back the other side. And then into the balance, wherever your balance is going to be. And just hold it there. And then we take it back off again. And we're going to place it onto the floor. You can't see mine, but I'm putting it on the floor here, just in front of me. And once we've done that, we're going to get as small as we can, okay? So we're putting it on the floor, and then we're going to curl up as small as you can, okay? Whatever that means for you, all right? Really small, even smaller. Shall I carry on? I'm going to add the next move. So we are going to come up to standing, stepping over your object, and then we're going to walk round to come back behind it. Okay? If you're sat down and you can't move over it, you can try and move it under you and around. So you're still doing the same action, but in your own way. Okay? So you can change it up to suit you. Shall we go back to the beginning one more time? So we show the audience, and we reach away and away. Passing it behind your body and in front. Good, and then we balance. Holding it there. We take it off and place it on the floor, as small as we can. Ooh. And then we step over and come around behind. Okay, you can come either way, that's fine. Are we all good so far? I hope so. The very last little bit that we're going to do today, we're going to pick up our prop with one hand, so you can choose which hand you want it to be. I'm going to pick it up with my right hand. And again, this is why it has to be something that can't break. You're going to pass it to the other hand, and if you can, have a little bit of a throw and a catch. Okay, see how far you can go. If it's maybe a pillow, you might be able to really throw it. Yeah, and if it's something like a hairbrush, it might be more of a smaller throw. Okay, so let's have a practice of that. So we've picked our object up with one hand and we throw from one hand to the other. Okay, the very last thing, we're going to do one more balance, which is going to be different to the balance you did earlier. So my one was up here on my back, on my neck, and my second one is going to be maybe on my shoulder. If I can get to balance here. And that is going to be our end position. So wherever your last balance is, see if you can be imaginative with it. Yeah, that is going to be your final position of the dance. Hopefully you've got that. If you need to go through it again, just rewind the video. But now we're going to do it all together with some music. So make sure you've got your prop with you. Let's go. Ready, here we go, getting ready to show. And reaching away with one hand and the other hand. Passing it behind your body and in front. Good, balancing. Holding that. Placing on the floor as small as we can. Stepping over the box and around. Picking up with one hand, little throw, and final position. Here's, we're going to do it one more time, a little bit faster. Ready? 5, 6, 7, 8, show. And up to the side. Behind the body. Balancing. Placing on the floor, nice and small. Stepping over, round the side. Picking up with one hand, little throw, and final position. Good, okay. So you can keep practicing that at home. Maybe add on a little bit more, thinking how else can you use the prop. I only really used my hands and when we were balancing, but maybe there's other ways that you could move with your prop, not just using your hands. So have a little go at that if you would like to. Okay, we're going to move on to a cool down now, just to lower our heart rate, ready for the rest of the day. So, standing with our feet in parallel, that's about a fist distance between your feet. You can't see my feet, about there. So they're under our hips and our shoulders. Nice relaxed knees, give them a little wiggle. And we're just going to start by reaching up and out to the side and growing as tall as we can. If you're standing, see if you can go on your tiptoes. If you're sitting, see if you can reach those fingertips even higher. And releasing down as if we're floating all the way down to the floor. Nice and small, relax the head. And we're going to go one more time. Reaching up, stretching and relaxing. Good, coming back up to standing. We're going to place one arm in front and the other one is just going to pull it in towards us. So we're getting a nice stretch along the back of our shoulders and around our shoulder blades. Pulling nice and gently, but making sure we feel the stretch. And then release, swapping arms. And just holding there. Good, okay. Okay, we're going to try another little arm stretch that's a bit different this time. So what you're going to do is turn your arms, so your palms are facing outwards, away from you, and then you're going to cross one arm over the top, doesn't matter which, and bring your fingers interlocked together. And then for the stretch, we're going to bring it through and open out. You might be able to go to here, or further, or even further than me. And you want to feel the stretch on the inside of your arm. So it doesn't matter how far you go, just be gentle with yourself. And then we're going to undo it, swapping the arms over so we get to do both sides. And stretching out. And then releasing nice and gently. Let's have a little bit of a shake out after that one. Roll those shoulders. Nice, okay, stepping our feet nice and wide apart. Reaching with one hand, we're going to come up and over and think about pulling these fingertips up and away towards the top corner of the ceiling and holding it there, coming back up, other side, stretching away. Good, okay, keeping our feet nice and wide, we're going to bring our fingertips towards the floor. So just go as far as you can, if you can go all the way. And just hanging there. Give your head a little bit of a shake and a nod. And coming back up. Let's wiggle those feet back together. Good, we're just going to drop. Let's have a little bit of a gap between our feet. Dropping the knees, nice gentle bounces. Good. Nice and gently into the floor. Lovely, and we're going to finish off with some lunges, so bringing one leg forwards, other leg straight behind us, and we're going to reach out to the side. Nice, sinking nice and low. Good, coming back up, swapping the legs. Ooh. Holding our balance. And bringing the feet together. Lovely, okay. If you know a few more stretches and you'd like to do some more, please do. But that's all from me today. Thank you very much for joining me, and I will see you all soon. Bye.